Hello, this is Connor Bosch. I'm going to explain how my DC motor circuit works using Tinkercad. So I have an input pull-up button here, which is connected through this 100 ohm resistor, and it goes straight up to the 5 volts bus. I also have it connected to ground, and I have another wire here connected to pin D4. On the H bridge, I have pin 1, which is connected to 3.3 volts bus. Pin 2 here, which is an input pin, it goes to pin D2 on the Arduino. Pins 3, 6, 11 and 14 are output pins. So I have my motors connected up to these 4 output pins. I have 2 wires connected to ground on both sides of the H bridge. Pin 9 is a VCC which is connected to the 5 volts bus, and pin 16, the enable pin here, is connected to the 5 volts bus. I have a green wire here which is going from pin 9 to pin 8. So now moving on to the code. So I have hashtag defined all my pins I need to use for the code, just so it's easily constructed by me. So I've set button state here as 0, which allows the code to identify if the button is pressed or not, or if it's held, just so once it's set to 0, once I press the button, it will change, and the code will identify this. The pin modes are set. The button is set as an input pull-up, and each motor pin is an output. So in the loop, it begins with a digital read for the button state. If button state is high, the motor will go backwards. So once the button state is high, I have the digital right pins here set as the motors will go backwards. And if else, so if the button is not equal to high, if it's equal to low, the motors will turn forward. So if I simulate it here now, as you can see, the 2 motors are minus 9,000 RPM, and once I hold this button, they will go straight up to positive 9,000. If I let go, it goes back to minus 9,000. Now, I can change my code to do, if I wanted to put these all low, then once I hold the button, it will go straight to 0. And then when I let go of the button, it goes straight back up to minus 9,000. So if I wanted the motors to just drive forward and move on, and I wanted to stop, I just hold this button and then it stops. Now I can do the same the other way around. So I can have, I can have motor A1 and motor B2 set as low. So now it will stay off, and once I hold the button, it will go on positive 9,000.